Welcome back, first graders. So now we're outside, and since it's going to be a rainy day, you may not have a chance to get to a park or any place like that, but you may have some, if you go outside with an adult, you may have some cars parked where you live, and cars are full of shapes. So here, if we take a look, I'll turn you around and we can take a look at Mr. Mac's car. And we can see that the body of the car is kind of like a rectangle shape, kind of like two rectangles, a big one and then a small one in the hood. And then the wheels are a little bit tricky because they aren't the circle like the quarter, because we know they're not flat. But they aren't a sphere like the grapefruit because they're not completely round like a ball. And wheels are actually ring shaped because they're circular, but they're not round all the way around like a ball. Kind of like if you take a look at Mr. Mac's wedding ring, right? It's not quite like the circle or like the quarter, and it's not quite like a completely rounded ball. And if we look over here, I see another three-dimensional shape, which means it's not flat. We have a three-dimensional triangle or a cone. So that's like a triangle, but again, it's not flat, right? It's like a little rounded too. And we call that a cone. Let's see. This is a good one. All right, so this post here, it's kind of ovular, like an oval shaped, but it's not flat. And we call that a cylinder. A three-dimensional oval is called a cylinder. So if you think of like a can of soup, is also a cylinder. It's like an oval, but it's not flat. And I thought I saw, there we go. Here's another one. All right, friends, so here we have another flat or two-dimensional shape. Right here, this sign that says visitor parking is a rectangle. Now, when we learn about shapes in first grade, we're going to be mostly learning about two-dimensional shapes. This means shapes that are flat. But I wanted to show you, friends, some three-dimensional shapes, because when you go on a shape scavenger hunt, our world isn't flat. Our world is filled with mostly three-dimensional shapes, right? It would be kind of hard to, what if we had school and the building was just a rectangle and it was flat? It'd probably be hard to fit all of our friends in that school, right? So as you go on your shape scavenger hunt, try and find some shapes that you know, and if there are some shapes that you don't know, maybe we'll learn about those shapes next week. I hope you have an awesome weekend, and I'll see you on Monday.